Welcome to Octane Mobile Gaming. Welcome once again to the channel. I'm Octane, your host, and today we're going to take a look at some possible deck combination. I've got one combination that works okay, and the rest are not that good. The ultimate form for this week, Star Fury Squadron, I would say it isn't a brilliant ultimate form in the fact that if you combine this ultimate form with Metaverse Master, you do not benefit from the upgrade skill that it's got. In that case, I have to combine it with Culinary Kings, and Culinary Kings will do the upgrade for us. So this combination comprises of 2 Circuit Break Ilaria, Culinary Kings, Star Fury Squadron, Metaverse Master, and we've got a second copy of Circuit Break Ilaria. Now what Circuit Break Ilaria will do for your deck, it will boost the attack output of all Arcane Killer cards. So it increases Arcane Killer attack by 200%. That you will get when you activate the battle skill on turn 0 when you haven't got any haven't got any intensity, and if you haven't got any firepower gems on the board, you get that 200%. In addition, if you have got 8 or more firepower gems on the board, it will increase that by 10 times. So if you've got 8 or more firepower gems on the board, the 200 will be multiplied by 10. So this will give you 2000% attack, which is quite good. You will also get an extra 10% attack increase when you've got 20 Arcane Killers intensity. So for every 20 Arcane Killer intensity you've got, you'll get an extra 10%, and this goes up to a maximum of 565. What that means, that 565% means, it means again, if you've got 740 Arcane Killers intensity but you haven't got 8 or more firepower, you haven't got 8 firepower gems on the board. So it doesn't matter the fire level of firepower gem, as long as firepower gems, because firepower gems start at 1 and it goes up. So as long as you've got 8 or more firepower gems on the board, you will get 565. As long as you've got 740 Arcane Killer intensity, you get 565%. This is if you haven't got 8 or more firepower gems on the board, which can happen, by the way, because when your firepower gems crush, you get 1 line of firepower gems and you only get 7 firepower gems. So if you only got that 1 line of firepower gem on the board, you've only got 7 firepower gem, you haven't fulfilled the criteria, meaning you will only get 565%. However, if you've got 8 or more firepower gems on the board, that will be multiplied by 10, giving you a whopping 5,650%, which is quite good. To get to that level of intensity, it takes a long time. So if you're going up against one of the bosses, I think it's an Inferno boss or an Immortal, can't remember what they call it, but I know one is called an Eternal. If you're going up against an Eternal boss or Eternal boss or Inferno boss, these have got higher HP, so they take longer to kill. So you can generate that amount of intensity depending on how long the fight is. The fight is normally 60 seconds, so it can be drawn out over probably 10 minutes in real time, depending on how quick you play your deck. So you can get up to the 740% required to get the 5,665%, including your 8 or more firepower gems on the board. So this can give you quite a massive bang for your buck. I've got 2 on board. So if I fulfill all the requirement to get the 5,665%, I will be getting over 11,000% attack plus 150% damage coming from Metaverse Master, and Star Fury Squadron does increase Fire Slayer's damage by 100%. So this is a pretty nice combination. It's a slow burner to get up to its maximum damage output, and depending on the layout of the gems on the board, you can get really nice damage, not massive damage, before you get up to 740%, 540% intensity. However, I have got a copy of the Ultimate Relic at 1 pink star. I've got a Commander Arcane Ultimate Relic. So this one is for Commander. So it's an Arcane Killer relic, and it's for Commander. And I have got Arcane Commander equipped in the form of Circuit Break Ilaria. I have got a very old Arcane Killer relic. This is quite old. It only breaks full shield. It doesn't do what the latest ones do, like this one. So this one will break 2 shields plus 1 for every Fire Slayer ultimate on the board. This old one doesn't do it. It's too old. Then I've got Amy's Sword of Excellence and a copy of Rare's Ascended Staff at 2 pink star. That one is quite nice. So that's the first combination. That's the combination that I'm actually using. I've been using it since the start of the event. This is another combination, again using 1 copy of Circuit Break Ilaria, Prime Bovine, which is another ultimate form that is Arcane Killer. I've got the current ultimate form Star Fury Squadron. I've got Argus, which is the Master Collection card on board, and I've got another Commander card on board, which also is an Arcane Killer. So my thinking behind this combination is that I'll use 3 Arcane Killer ultimate form to generate my intensity. Those will generate, I think it's 5 intensity each. So let's go down and see. Increase Arcane Killer's intensity by 5. So each one will give me 5 intensity. So I'll be getting 15 from the cards. Then I'll be getting another 3 6 18, 18, and 5 is 23. So that would be 23 and 15. That would be about 38 intensity each turn, and I could get up to the required intensity a bit quicker with this combination. I haven't got the second copy of Circuit Break Ilaria equipped, so I won't be getting that massive bang when I do get up to the 740. However, this combination allows me to get up to 740 quite quickly. This one, it's basically the same combination. Don't have to talk about that one. This one uses the Jailers, which boosts Arcane Killer's attack. Circuit Breaker again, which boosts Arcane Killer attack. I've got this one. Again, this one not only increases arcane intensity, it gives you a full board of power gem the first time you activate its battle skill. So remember, it will not reset unless you end the unless you end the battle. So this works quite good in wave fights. So in wave fights, it will give you a full board of power gem each wave. It will only give you 1 full board of power gem the first time you activate the battle skill, because it will only be 1 wave. So it's 1 boss. This one works okay. Can be powerful in the right situation or right circumstance. So that is the combinations that I've got for you today. You can make non-event decks, but they will not be very powerful unless you've got cards that are at 6 pink stars, because that is the way it is set up. The more pink stars, the more damage you'll deal. Not all the time, but most of the time. So let's jump in here. We're gonna use this combination first, the one with the 2 Circuit Break Ilaria, the Culinary Kings, Star Fury Squadron, and none other than Metaverse Master. What I want to do, I will activate my 2 circuit breaker area last. The first card I will activate is Metaverse Master, then Starfield Squadron, then I activate the Culinary Kings, and I've got more than 8 power gems on the board, 5 power gems on the board, and then I will swap my 5 power gems, and that will give me 13 quadrillion damage. So that one is quite nice. And the more firepower gems you've got loose, the bigger the bang for your buck. So it's nice combination. The next one we'll try out is this one. This one, as I said, it's a slow burner. It's for long drawn out fights because you're primarily depending on intensity. We'll get about 38 intensity. That's not enough to give us a massive bang for our buck. 38 intensity will only be getting an extra 10% damage increase. So you can see that one is just over 1, 2, 3, 4 quadrillion for that one. Combine, it's a combined damage on this deck. So it's not one card doing the damage on this deck. It is actually 3 cards. So let's see. Here we are. So we dealt just over 4 quadrillion, 4.7 quadrillion for that combination. And then we're going to try out the one with none other than the jailers. So this one is, that's the same combination. This one is the next one that I want to try out with 3 keys. I'm going to go straight in. You need to power up the jailers. I've got 1 copy of the relic for the jailers on board to give me some earth power gems, and that didn't work out the plan. So jailers is gonna take some time to power up if you haven't got enough relic on board. So let's jump out there because that's not gonna work, and let's put in probably 1 or 2 more earth relics. So we're gonna go for Arcane. We're gonna find probably 2 more combination. Yeah, let's go. No, you know what, I think that was the wrong thing to do. Didn't want to get rid of that relic. It would have been better to get rid of that one because that one is a commander relic. And then let's jump back in with 3 keys. So now we've got 3 earth relics on board. We should be creating enough earth power gems or earth gems on the board to actually power up our card. So that will be enough to power up the jailers. And then what you want to do, you want to activate circuit breaker area first because you will have more than 8 power gems on the board. You swap your power gems, activate the jailers last because I didn't want to overwrite the earth power gems. So I've got 14 quadrillion for this one. So this one is quite nice. 14 quadrillion damage for this one. Let's see the total damage dealt by that combination. So that combination gave us 15, just call it 15 quadrillion. So it gave us 15.1 quadrillion. So 15 quadrillion for that combination. So that combination was quite nice, wasn't too bad. Now those are the 3 combinations that I've got for you today. You can play around with these combinations. You can try out other cards. There are other cards that you can try out depending on what you've got. You can try a non-event combination, but as I said, when you use Starfield Squadrons, let's go back to this combination and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about with Starfield Squadron. And if you pay attention when I activate Starfield Squadron's battle skill, sorry, wrong combination, we'll just play this one to the end anyway, and then we go for the right deck. But when you convert the gems, you will not upgrade the gems because you have converted. I don't think it should really happen that way. It should realistically happen, you convert them and upgrade them. But I think because it only converts power gems, upgrade power gems that is already on the board, not power gems that it's created. I think that is the problem with that combination. So we need to power up our, so we got a 6-turn cooldown on this combination. So this combination is it's a bit slow from attack to attack. It's a 6-turn cooldown because you've got not only circuit breaker area on board, you've also got the jailers. Both cards are 6-turn cooldown, and the boss will die before you get your second attack in. As you can see, I only done a 5% damage, which is, I wouldn't say it's okay, I would say it's way below average. 15 quadrillion damage again. So let's see if we can find a boss and get the right deck up. So let's get the right deck up, which is this one, and you'll see what I'm actually going on about. So the first card we'll activate is Metaverse Master. And when we activate Metaverse Master, it will convert all power gems to dark. And if you look at the power gem in the middle, which is a level 9 power gem, and it's still a level 9 power gem, so we haven't upgraded, we've only converted all the power gems to fire power gems. And it will happen like this because it is not really a Star Fury Squadron that is actually converting, it's Amy's Sword of Excellence. And when you activate the card, only power gems that is already on the board, it will upgrade. So if you've already got like 6 or 7 fire power gems on the board, it will upgrade those, and then Amy's Sword of Excellence will actually convert. And that is the reason for that. It's not a card that converts and upgrade. To get around that, what you can do, you'd have to play the deck in a different way. Let's see if we can actually play the deck a different way with this one. Hopefully somebody doesn't kill the boss before we actually get an attack in. So to get around that, what you would have to do is you activate Metaverse Master's battle skill. Then what will happen is the passive will kick in and create those fire power gems on the board. So those fire power gems are created. You will activate all your cards like so. Sorry, wrong. So actually activated the cards in the wrong order because I don't normally play the deck in that manner. So the first card you'll have to activate is Star Fury Squadron. That's the first card you'll have to activate, and you wouldn't be able to activate Metaverse Master on that turn. So on that turn, you wouldn't activate Metaverse Master's battle skill. So let's try that once more. So activate Metaverse Master's battle skill. You would match or swap your power gems. Then the first card you activate is Star Fury Squadron. Then everything else. So in this case, as you can see, it did upgrade the power gem because there were power gems on the board. It didn't have to convert any, well, you didn't have to convert anything. But it is not as powerful or as useful playing it that way as it would be when you use Metaverse Master's battle skill just before. Especially on turn 0, because you've got those power gems created by Metaverse Master's passive, the rainbow gems, and those add a bit of extra damage for your deck. So that is not a combination that I like that much. A combination that you could use is you could use a combination with this one, where this one creates quite a bit of power gems on the board. You could swap this one out for Metaverse Master. So let's try the Metaverse Master. Get a killer. Metaverse Master on that one. This is just trying out different combinations because I've tried out quite a lot of combinations. Not everything works. So on this turn, first card I'm going to activate is this one. For the full board of power gems, so you get a higher level of power gems on the board. And I forgot that I didn't equip Amy's Sword of Excellence, so that did not work very well. Didn't work very well. That one didn't. So that was so we'll have to take this one off, equip Amy's Sword of Excellence, and then try that one out once again. Things like these do happen. Let's try it out once more. So the first card we're gonna activate is this one, Dungeons Deliverers. Okay, so if we deliver the dungeon, then do the Metaverse Master, then that one, and then these two. Let's see what happens with the damage output. It's not gonna be a brilliant damage output. 11 quadrillion. Can we replicate that on the next 6 turn? In the next 6 turns, so in 6 turn time, we will be able to attack again, because Circuit Regulator has got a 6 turn cooldown. It's quite slow because we're producing quite a bit of fireball gems passively, and this causes a lot of lag, which I wouldn't call it lag. It slows the game down a bit because of the animation. So the animation is part of the reason why 6 turn cooldown is not really good, because every time you attack, it goes through the animation process, and the animation process takes a while. And if you've got somebody who's got a quicker deck than you have got, they've got a 3 turn deck or a 2 turn deck, they're gonna attack more times than you have attacked. So this one, it's a combination that you could use as well. Let's see if we can play around with this combination. Let's see if we could try out a Fire Commander combination. That's it. So we're gonna use Metaverse Master, it's a staple, and then we're gonna go for Fire Commander Arcane. So Fire Commander Arcane, we've got that one, which is going to be probably our main damage dealer. So that is, and then we're gonna take that off. Let's see if a commander deck is able to do any better. So we're gonna go for our main damage dealer when it comes to Fire Commander, which is none other than Heretic Hunters. So we're gonna go for Heretic Hunters. We'll put that one first. Have we got, so this give us a bit of damage increase, and let's see, this one gives us a bit of power gems and damage increase. Let's go for our Commando Relic, which is this one. So we want to get rid of that one, and we'll just put we're gonna, what I think is leave it as it is. I'll take this one off. I think this one gives us 14 power gems. We'll take this one off. We'll swap this one out. We want some passive spawn of power gems, so I'm gonna go for the current ultimate form. You don't have to use the current ultimate form, just use a commander card, but I'm just using current ultimate form simply because I want some passive spawn of power gems on the board, or that one's dead. I want some passive spawn of power gems on the board. I want to see if I can upgrade the power gems once again. So in this case, I'm going to use Culinary Kings. I'm going to try this one. This is a commander deck, by the way. So let's get rid of that one. Let's go for that one. And let's see if we got the right deck up. And let's go in. Let's see what a commander combination can do. We don't have to use Amy's Sword. Convert, so we don't have to use Amy's Sword of Excellence with this combination. because this combination will actually convert, upgrade everything itself. So we got some pretty decent power gems on board. Let's see, 852 trillion. So we're not in the quadrillion, we're in the trillions. If we could get those power gems for, let's swap the combination around quick. Let's swap the combination on. Let's make it a Slayer combination. So just by swapping around the cards, it's now a Slayer combination rather than a Commander combination. And let's try it. Let's try it. What I'm going to do, however, I don't really need Amy's Sword of Excellence because I've got a card that will convert all the power gems. So let's go Slayer and just put a Slayer relic on board. Let's go in with 3 keys. The boss is dead. Let's collect our dividends and go to another boss. I like to play around with the decks. That's where I derive most of my fun from, because I've been playing the game for so long. Some of the time it does becomes really boring because you're doing the same thing over and over every time you play an event. You're doing the same thing over and over again. So let's go. We activate that one first. Activate this one. Activate this one. We're not gonna convert, but this time we're gonna convert and upgrade, and then we're gonna upgrade again. Really decent power gems on the board. We're gonna swap those 2, and let's see if the damage on this one is a bigger one. 2 quadrillion. So it's not really massive damage. Not really massive damage. But we could again we could adjust the deck just a bit more, and just to get a bit of extra damage we could get rid of this one, and we could go for Arcane Killer, find Circuit Break Ilaria. Where is Circuit Break Ilaria? Circuit Break Ilaria is a commander card, not a Slayer card. Circuit Break, here she is, Circuit Break Ilaria, and we're gonna try this combination and see if this combination is any better. So I'm fine-tuning this combination to get actually. So I started out with a commander combination. Now I've got a Slayer combination. So I haven't got 8 or more fire power gems on the board, so I'm not gonna activate Circuit Break Ilaria's battle skill. I'm gonna activate it after Culinary Kings because now I've got 8 or more fire power gems on the board. I'm gonna swap my power gems and let's see if the bang is a bit bigger. We've got 5.4 quadrillion, but we've got a 6-turn cooldown, and that is the thing that I want to address. I want to address the fact that it's a 6-turn cooldown. The current ultimate form has got a 3-turn cooldown, which don't really like the 4-turn cooldown. 4-turn cooldown I think is long, a bit less than 6, but 6-turn cooldown is a bit too long for me. What I could do, I could go for the option of using 2 Circuit Break Ilaria on this combination. So we're back to where we started from. So if you look at this combination, the difference between this one and this one would be simply Heretic Hunters. That's the only difference on this combination. So for this combination, I will go for Amy's Sword of Excellence. Amy's Sword of Excellence, swap that one out. I will go for Amy's Sword of Excellence on this combo. Because what I want to do, I know that Heretic Hunter is going to create a vast amount of power gems. Everything's going to crush, so I want to have those 8 power gems on the board to activate my Circuit Break Ilaria. And this is what's going to happen. It's going to convert those. I'm going to activate my Circuit Break Ilaria because I know I've got 8 or more fire power gems on the board. then when I activate Heretic Hunter, everything is gonna crush. Let's see if the damage on this combo is bigger. 9.9 quadrillion. So it's not far, it's not better than the first combination that I saw showcase, but we practically end up with almost the same combination. So that goes to show that the first combination that I showcase is one of the most usable combination, even though it's got a 6-turn cooldown, using 2 Circuit Break, Ilaria, Culinary Kings, the current ultimate form alongside Metaverse Master. That is the combination that I would go for. It works quite well. So hopefully this helps you guys out. Just showcasing cards that you can use. You can go for non-event combination as well. Let's see if a non-event combination is any use. Let's go for a non-event combination. So non-event combination. Arcane Killer. Say we remove this one because that is. Let's go for Slayer, Arcane Killer, Prime Bovine. So Prime Bovine is going to be our card that will give us the killer skill. Non-event combination. Let's go in. Let's find that combination. Prime Bovine. 3 keys. This combination I will play this combination in the same manner that I played the previous combination with the current ultimate form. So you power up the Jailer's battle skill. Once you've powered up the Jailer's battle skill, you need 8 or more firepower gems on board. So now you've got 8 or more firepower gems on board. Then you activate Circuit Breaker area, and last but not least, the Jailers. Swap your power gems, and let's see what happens with Prime Bovine. Not as powerful as the current ultimate form, and that is for several reasons. The first reason is Prime Bovine has only got a 6-time event bonus. So this has got a 6-time event bonus. You can see that where the S is indicated, so it's 6 times during Slayer's event, and this one, because it's in its own event, it's got a 15-time event bonus that will go down to 6, just like Prime Bovine. The next thing is this one is at 1 pink star. Current ultimate form is at 2 pink star. The current ultimate form gave the entire deck that is Fire Slayer cards 100% damage increase. You've lost that with Prime Bovine. Prime Bovine hasn't got that increase. The current ultimate form creates Power Gem 8s. Prime Bovine creates Power Gem 6s, I think. Power Gem 6s. So there's a lot of difference between Prime Bovine and the current ultimate form. So the current ultimate form is going to be a bit more powerful than Prime Bovine. So that is it for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it's been informative. Like, subscribe, and as always, this is Octane saying enjoy the event and peace. Bye for now.